And the judge in the civil fraud trial against former President Trump says his daughter, Ivanka Trump, must appear to testify. The judge says he wants to see Ivanka in person despite the defense's argument that she doesn't live or do business in New York. Let's bring in senior reporter Catherine Faulders for more on that. Catherine, what does the judge want to hear from Ivanka Trump in this case?
Yeah, well, the state's lawyers argued that Ivanka Trump was a former Trump Organization employee, that she was the main point of contact for lenders for Trump's D.C. hotel, for example. They also argue that she still owns property in New York and still does business in New York. The judge ultimately ruled that the state showed sufficient evidence for her testimony, but the judge did say that they didn't want Ivanka Trump's testimony scheduled before Wednesday to allow her attorneys to appeal it. Diane.
Meanwhile, embattled Congressman George Santos is set to stand trial next September after pleading not guilty to fraud charges. What's the latest on these charges and the evidence against him?
Right. He's pleaded not guilty to these 23 additional charges in that superseding indictment earlier this month. Those include wire fraud, false statements, falsifying records, aggravated identity theft, for example. Of course, he's pleaded not guilty to those. Santos has said that he will not resign, that he has no intention of taking a plea deal. The trial is scheduled for September of 2024, and it's expected to last 3 weeks.
And Catherine, new House Speaker Mike Johnson suggested that he doesn't support expelling Santos from Congress, saying that he deserves due process. What are other lawmakers saying about that?
Right, and this is similar to what we heard from Republicans when Democrats tried to do this in May. They introduced a privilege resolution, which was blocked by Republicans at the time. But this time, it's Republicans from New York introducing this privileged resolution. Now, what does that mean? That means that the House needs to take this up within 2 legislative days, meaning that it could be on the House floor early next week. But Mike Johnson is signaling what Republicans have previously said on the record, that they want to see how the charges play out, how the trial ultimately ends up if he's found guilty. But they also want the House Ethics Committee to finish their investigation. The House Ethics Committee has launched an investigation. Republicans have said that if they refer Santos for expulsion, if they recommend him to be expelled, for example, that some would support that. So I think we will start hearing that from many Republicans as this potentially goes to the floor next week.
All right, senior reporter Catherine Faulders. Thank you, Catherine.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.